it seems that even domainers, alleged domainers, don't understand how domains work. Or maybe a certain domainer is a liar claiming that I'm a liar. Welcome to the Rob Reed channel, and I'm here to show you about domains and how they work. And a person who owns a domain that says, I'm not responsible for the content that my domain goes to, that person is a liar. And I'll show you why that is and how that is in this video, I hope. And I'm going to try not to be too sporadic because there's so much to say, really. But the best way for me to show you how domains work is to show you some of my own. You see, maybe you don't know, but I own somewhere between 25 and 50 domains, I think, give or take. Not sure if that's totally accurate, but I'm going to show you just the .law domains that I own. And that's where we are right now on that side. First, a sip of coffee from one of my favorite cups that says, from my son, #1 dad and coach. So take that, with an awesome picture of my son. Ooh, like he was like 8 years old there, where he belted a ball. Every time I drink from this cup, I get like even more proud. He had a great day yesterday too, went 3 for 3 with 3 doubles, but I digress. So we're looking at the 4 domains. I used to have 8 or 9, and then I realized that maybe I'll get the other ones back. I'm not sure. On the .law website, you can't get a .law domain unless you're an attorney. So for those that claim that I'm not an attorney too, you could take this as proof, I guess. But these are 4 domains that I own: green card law, USA visa law, felony law, Rob Reed law. Rob Reed law is the only thing that just has content, but I've decided that I want to put. So let's just go to it. Oh, oops, I misspelled it. So when you type a domain into your browser, like I just did, I typed robreed.law. It has to go to a place that's kind of like a repository of something called an IP address, which is basically, if we look at it, and I'm going to try and get through this very quickly so that you're not going to bore you. Well, I just showed you what my IP address is, so it's probably bad. But an IP address, I'll do it anyway. Screw it. My public IP address. So when everyone has an IP address identifier, and so this is the one that identifies me where I'm located now. Okay. What does an IP address do? It's an Internet Protocol address. It's a numerical label that's assigned to each device connected to a computer network that uses the Internet Protocol communication. And the fancy, that sounds like real fancy, but really it means that every computer, if you imagine the internet, and the internet isn't some like secret thing in the air necessarily, it's a bunch of, just like if you imagine an office where there's a bunch of networks that are connected together, a bunch of computers that are connected together, and then you can communicate, you can share files, you can do all those things. That's what the internet is. And the way that you identify, if you want to get content from a particular computer on your network, you need to know that computer's identifier. And so in the case of the internet, you picture it as a massive worldwide office that has a bunch of computers that are connected, and each one of those computers has this special IP, Internet Protocol address that identifies that's where you need to go if you want to get particular content. And the neat thing is that each one of those computers can hold limitless, just as much of your hard drive space on that computer that can hold limitless domains. And so there are a lot of people who are what's called website or hosts. They will host your content. And I hire somebody. They're in the group that I use is in Canada, and they call themselves a hosting service. And I say, look, I got a bunch of domains that I want to put content on. Can I rent your space? And they say, yeah, for a certain amount, just like a house or whatever. And so I rent space. I pay quarterly so that I have the ability to upload my content onto their computers, otherwise known as servers, and I'm allowed to direct my domains to them. And I'll show you how I do that. It's real easy. And so when somebody says they have managers or something, like as if they have employees, if you will, you don't really need that. And I'll show you why. So just through an email, I go to my group, and let me share a different screen if I can. Let's stop that screen. Hello, look how great I look. It's daylight savings time. That's the way I say it, and the way I've said it my whole life. Darn it, it won't do the application. I guess I'm going to have to just show you the whole screen. So I will do that. It doesn't use the snippet application. And I don't know, it's a little bit small, so I'll have to read it to you, I guess. But this is just an email exchange that I had on Halloween just a couple days ago with those people that I rent space from. Now, the robreed.law channel or web domain I had forwarded to my robertreedlaw.com website that has my current content. It's not as detailed as I'd like it to be. If you go to robertreedlaw.com right now, you can see it. And I decided that I'm going to design a WordPress blog website that'll be connected to robreed.law. And in order to do that, I'm going to need to upload specific content. Rather than telling my domain registrar, the people that I contacted to register a domain, which was .law, rather than tell them .law, and there's an easy command to do it, and I'm about to show you, rather than tell them forward to robertreedlaw.com when somebody types robreed.law, this time I'm delegating, is what it's called fancy, a delegating or naming a particular IP address that we talked about to identify the computer that I rent that's going to contain the content that will be the website robreed.law. Right now, it's just a WordPress blog. If you go to robreed.law, you'll see just a sample page. I have not done it yet, haven't advertised it yet, other than here. And hopefully by the time you see this, if it's a month past November 4th, 2019, you can check out robreed.law, which will be my website, will be my law firm website. So here's the email. I sent an email on October 31st, and I said, please map, you'll see at the top, the subject line is, please map robreed.law to my, and then I told them what server, the one I rent, TY, thank you. And they responded to me. They're really prompt. They're awesome there. I'm not, they're in Canada. They're probably 3 hours ahead or whatever. They came back and said, let's see, 12 minutes later, 9 minutes later, hi, Rob, done. And what does mapping mean? Well, when I tell them map, they just simply tell their computers, hey, we are the spot that is going to receive anybody that types in robreed.law in their web browsers, we're going to receive it. But even though if that's just the case, then that's fine. But if I don't properly delegate it on the server, using my control panel, I get access to a control panel, then it will only see the main website. Like I've hired them, and they have a main website, and because like I said, I hired them first for one particular website to run it, and then they allowed me to tack on as many domains as I wanted to with it, and then separate it. But I have to I have to create an account for that domain to delegate it specifically to that server. And it sounds fancy again, and I don't want to get too complicated. So they responded to me that when I asked them to map it so that it could be identified on their servers, they said done in 9 minutes. And he says, as usual, you would need to delegate the domain to our DNS servers, which are as follows. And this is just an IP address, and there's also a pseudonym, if you will, for the IP address, which is a website, basically, or a domain. It looks like a domain. It's got a subdomain. Like you can see NS1 as a subdomain. There's NS2. So usually the standard practice is to give them two. So there's alternate and a primary that will be the pseudonym for the IP address. They could also just type the IP address and they'll go there. So I have to do, and let me just let's switch screens again. Hello, and let me go back to there. And we're going to find, I want to make sure it's not showing that just yet. Okay. So I ended up putting the delegations into robbery.law. And you can see that here it says it's delegated because I did that. Now, I want to show you, let's say green card.law. Now, this is the .law area where I can decide whether I want to delegate my name servers, which is, you'll see that this is what I chose when they told me to do so. When you click that, then you enter the information. There's the IP address and the host name. You can see it's like ns1.yourdns, which is basically your domain name server, I guess, or system.com. This is what you do. And when you enter that information, like in this case right now, I could enter the information that they gave me on that email. Let's see that the new snipping tool is pretty cool. Well, I'm not going to do it because I can't. It's a picture. So the purpose, so it's something like ns1.yourdns.com, and then IP address, which is like 217. And I'm just making this up. Looks something like that. NS2. Whatever they tell you what it is. The people, they know what their identifiers are. And so you enter that, and then you submit it, and then this will then within minutes. Sometimes it could be a day if they don't update quickly. But .law, my particular owners of the server that I rent, they're pretty quick with all their stuff, and I think they have like a constant refresh or something that happens on the half hour or something. And whatever I do here usually can be pretty quick, including redirection, and that's what we'll show. I want to show you that now. So greencard.law, I've instructed the people where I went. Now you can go here to the dot or to any. I use this will be a great thing for you. I use internet.bs. They charge they're European, I think, and so US, you end up spending like $9 a domain to register a domain. And how you would do that is you'd log it. You simply type in one here. Let's see, I type in thickshadesisawesome.com, and I can find out whether that's available. It's available for only $8.49. So I can add it to my cart, and then I can buy it. And it's internet.bs that serves as the same type of company as .law, except .law limits itself to just .law. They're the ones that own the .law suffix, much like a .com or whatever. And they're exclusive to .law. You can only get .laws here, and you can only get a .law if you're a certified attorney, and they check for it. So back to this. So this one will do a bunch of different ones. So I could buy. I don't know why they didn't have Thick Shades is Awesome in all these other versions. They just have random things I could buy here. So you can get .coms, .net, .org, .eu, .biz, .xyz. You could get whatever you want, and it's whatever they end up charging. But the .coms here is what everyone wants anyway. Is $8.49 a year. It's the cheapest that I found. If somebody knows cheaper for everyone down below, please let me know. And we got some comments. Let me say hello. Hey Dale, how you doing? I've always had control of the web page, park page, or the ability to redirect. Of course. I'm trying to teach people who don't understand that. So thank you, Dale, for understanding it. So this isn't really for you. You can maybe correct me if I'm wrong on anything. I say things wrong. It's hard to explain this stuff and try and pretend that I'm saying it to somebody that doesn't like all the mumbo jumbo, and I get that. So again, back to greencard.law here. On this site, I would do it on internet.bs for those domains that I own on internet.bs, but it's very, very similar. So as I showed you, I could delegate to the name servers like my guys gave them. But if I delegated to those name servers that my guys gave me for robbery.law, it wouldn't delegate. It wouldn't go because I haven't told them to make sure they've mapped it to my server that I rent from them. If I never tell them to map it, this will never work. Once I tell them to map it, and they say, okay, buddy, make sure you've delegated it because it's not coming to us unless you delegate it. And then that's how that works. It's nice and simple. But when I get a domain, in this case, greencard.law, it goes to, the redirect goes to asklawyers.com/greencardlaw, which is one of my websites that is on that server right now. So if we go there, let me type even better, greencard.law. It's redirecting to my asklawyers.com site because I told it to in the dashboard there. Real easy. And I'm leased this one for $400 a year, and currently doesn't have somebody that's taken it. It was pretty expensive to get, but I digress. This is different than the internet.bs stuff that you can get, and thickshadesawesome.com is available to let you know. So I can change the redirection. I can change it to something like, I could forward it to something that was content that you could have gotten on one of Sam's websites. So domain name, sorry, Sam, I should say. He forwarded to, he had a group, I guess, that he hired, and I'll show you something about that a little bit later. Maybe I could do that now. With domains, you have the ability to go to a place, and let me bring this over here. This might help. You can go to a place, you can hire a place that's in the business of providing you with the ability to put links or create a parking page with your domain. And so you could delegate, instead of delegating your domain to a server like I did with robbery.law, you can have it delegated to the servers of people who will help you make money by taking your domain and forwarding it to, say, parking pages with porn links or advertisements, porn advertisements, like Thick Shades did. So Thick Shades hired somebody like this. I don't know whether he did, so here's a good idea for you, Sam, for your future websites, if your domains, if this is what you want to do. But Crack Revenue is one that's probably the most well-known. I had to look it up. I didn't know. And they are the king of affiliate offers. They're one of the top CPA, I don't know what that is, maybe click per something networks in the world. We are proud to feature the best affiliate offers and campaigns in the online marketing industry. You can see they have like offers, dating. The offers displayed in this section are destined to convert your adult traffic. And so to say something like, my domain pornogirls.net is just alphabets. The reason you would get something like that is you want to attract people that are looking for porno girls. Or in the case of xvideo.net, that Sam also owns, you're attracting people who want to find X video, right? And X video is generally not G video or PG-13 video, it's X video. And so here the adult pay sites and adult gaming. And it was adult gaming that was one of the things that on Pokemon.net. Pokemon.net went to a bunch of cartoons, and I'm not going to show you the cartoons. Let me see if, but I'll show you a Google search for one of the games. But if you felt like looking for it on your own, you could do that. NarcosXXX.com. It's hardcore stuff, just cartoons though, of people fornicating and basically masturbatory material. Something that somebody who claims to be Christian is probably not a good thing, and claim that this has been going on for 10 years or whatever. It's going on for 6, but it only came about again because these domains were being forwarded to pornography again at the beginning of this year. This is all stuff that and this kind of went down. It was revealed and exposed 8 months ago now, I think, in March, something about that time. Back to crack revenue. So you can hire them, sign up, and delegate your domains to go to their servers where they will provide you with content that will advertise porn. And let's see here. This is back to where I was. I want to see if there's, I think this is where I was before. This is what they'll do for you. You can be a VIP affiliate in the Elite Club. And I want to see if they'll give us some, this is the offers again. I want to hear more about what they're going to do or what you're. They have 40 million plus paid in affiliate commissions per year. So you get money when you do this for every click that somebody makes that goes to the website that your domain is advertising. All right. So you have to actively do stuff. You can't just, hire managers and go, I don't know what's happening. You actively do stuff. And this is to show you how easy it is. So back to greencard.law, I can send it to, I don't know how fast this is going to update. So this will be interesting. I didn't see. But I can redirect greencard.law to www. Let's do Uncle Sam. UncleSam.im. And I'm going to save the redirection. It says it was saved successfully, except it still says asklawyers.com there. So let me reload it. Oh, and there it is. It's updated. And I don't know if it, I think it should be instant. You'll see the last time I typed greencard.law, it went to this page. And it might be what's called cached in the system. So let's see. Greencard.law now goes to UncleSam.im. So you see how quick I was able to change that. And I chose, like right now, I've chosen greencard.law to go here in the same way that I could choose it to go to what's called the sexiest hardcore adult game ever, NarcosXXX.com. That Sam had his websites going to. But this would be stupid. If I just said, I'm going to take my website, greencard.law, and go to narcosxxx.com. I'm not in the mix there, man. They're not sharing the wealth, right? So in order to get them to share the wealth, either I can go to the owners of this game directly and say, hey, I got a great domain that people who are looking for porno girls or X video, they want to come to it, and I can give you the content that comes there. You can, if you scratch my back and share the wealth a little bit, right? You could do that. That's harder than going to a place where Narcos XXX is already gone. like a crack revenue or something, and they'll do all that work for you. And now all you have to do is join them, give them a piece of your pie, so they get a little take, you get a little take, and you're just sharing the wealth together and putting fornication all over the world. Really, isn't that great? No, it's not. If you're a Christian, but some people aren't. And so when somebody says, like, what's wrong with having porno girls go to wherever I want it to go? Well, it depends on where it goes. And then it's mean if you take porno girls and you point it to a Christian worship leader like me. So is it any wonder why I would be bothered by somebody who does that? I don't know. Make your own conclusions. I think I've properly explained this, and before I forget, if I better take this back to asklawyers.com. I think it was green card law, I hope. Let me reload it. And then we'll type green card law again. Oh, it's back. That's it. I think I've pretty much covered it. And Sam did a video. I couldn't, while he was using clips, and I'm sitting there, he's calling me a liar again. And the reason I went there's, he said on one of my, he just said hi liar on a video I did that had nothing to do with him yesterday. And so I said, what? Tell me how I lied. And then he showed a video, and all I saw was people saying, I saw a couple clips of me talking about what I'm showing you now that he had active participation in, that I have video of to prove, by the way, and that the Wayback Machine will probably reveal fairly soon. And if it doesn't, it's because we caught it early enough that it didn't get archived into the Wayback Machine. But I have video with timestamps, and I've shown Sam's friend Bill. Bill was there when I showed it. I guess he didn't understand, but maybe this will help him understand. I don't know. Hi, Bill. I hope you're watching, so you can understand. Andy Capp. Who else was in there? Mom. And somebody named Didactic Chaos, maybe. It said, sue him, and I think you're going to win, because Rob Reed said that you had domains that he called you a pornographer. Well, according to the definition of pornography, gone over many times, is somebody who publishes pornography. And even an advertisement for pornography is still pornography if it shows it. And even cartoons can be pornography if you have animated characters actually performing sex acts. Which, if you go to narcosxxx, and I wouldn't.com, and I wouldn't urge you to do that, that was one of the things that you would see on Pokemon.net that Sam owned. Now that's a whole nother story, because Pokemon.net is a kid's thing, and kids were being led to that stuff. Draw your own conclusions. I was going to end this. I'm hoping this might be the last word. And this is the truth. This is how this stuff works. What can I tell you? If you have any questions down below, you'd want clarification, please, by all means, post a comment, something. I'm happy to help. Does anyone, maybe we could even expand this a little bit, since, what time is it? 6:46. I got like 10 minutes maybe. And I'll give an opportunity, because there are 5 people watching, it looks like right now. And I know one of them is going to be Sam. Maybe 2, if they're sock accounts. You can come on in. I'll bring you in, and we can talk about it. Let me go to the main asklawyers.com page, so I'll advertise with this. You should watch this marijuana law thing. My brother's a criminal attorney, so I have him on here too. And there's a great question on there that he ends up answering. So does anyone want to come in? I'll give it like a 5 to 10 minute window. by people coming in. And I think I properly explained it without having to show any pornography, which is what I don't want to do. But if something like this went into, I mean, there's things called malicious prosecution and all of those wonderful things. I would hope somebody wouldn't take the time and effort to falsely sue somebody for telling the truth. There's a claim to be made if somebody's a Christian that's involved in this kind of stuff, and another Christian wants tell them to stop doing it, but it should be private. And I've apologized for that to the relevant person here. I should have gone private, but as I've said before, when the content of Pokemon.net was being directed, and Sam had no clue that I knew he owned that one, was being forwarded to pornographic content. Let's just say the flesh took over there, and I think it might be understandable to you. I didn't like the idea that children could be exposed to pornography so easily if they were looking for Pokemon. So 7 people are here now. I put the link in the stream. Again, we're within 10 minutes because I got to get ready and I got to take my kid to school. Daylight savings time, as I said earlier, and that's how I say it, Sam. I've said it like my whole life, is as I woke up at like 5 this morning, Pacific time. I was like, wow. But I tried to go back to sleep and I couldn't do it because usually I get about 6. It said I did go private originally. Oh, I don't even remember, Sabella. Yeah, that's right. Thanks for reminding me. I did, but again, it was the flesh because it became like a daring thing, where in private when I told, because it was what I went public with was what was the first public thing before the pot seeds. So with the pot seed thing, that was an affiliate link too, and I think that it was the pot seeds that the pot seed company in the United Kingdom that gave offers, probably, I don't know this for sure, but they probably had a section in there saying, hey, send your domain traffic to us and we'll give you a piece of the pie. If somebody comes, maybe clicks and goes to the website and identifies, we'll give you like 5 cents. And if somebody buys, maybe we'll give you 10%. They buy some pot seeds, something like that. And according to Sam, he never made money on that, but that doesn't mean that he didn't create the mechanism to do it. And he did. UncleSam.com. Good morning, liar. Okay, let's add him in the stream. Good morning, Mr.
Hey, what's up, Morning?
How are you?
Hey, what's up? All right, so you're saying that
you know what? Hold on. I just realized.
Okay, hold on.
Don't talk.
What is being forwarded to for pornography?
I didn't have my sound.
Hey, liar. What is being forwarded to pornography?
Nothing now.
No, nothing now, nothing ever. So what was
ever?
Never.
Sam?
What was forward? No, never. What was forward to pornography? Let's make it clear.
Xvideo.net.
Xvideo.net was forwarded to pornography. What else?
Pornogirls.net.
What else?
ComeOnAmateurs.com.
What is that even? What is even, man? That's not even ours. What else?
Well, not anymore. But
yeah, what else, man? What else?
You do? Did you once own ComeOnAmateurs?
Pornography was forwarded to pornography.
Wait, hold on, Sam. Did you once own?
No. Answer the question, you freaking idiot. You freaking liar. Did you say that?
Sam, did you once own ComeOnAmateurs? CUM.com.
Man.
Did you own that?
Stop muting me.
Did you own ComeOnAmateurs.com?
Hey, stupid idiot. That's even irrelevant. Answer the question.
Dear intelligent
genius. Let's go to one by one.
Sure.
Pokemon.net. Was it ever forward to porncraft?
Absolutely.
To what kind of porncraft?
Sabella knows.
What was porncraft, man?
It was advertisements for this one. Have you ever heard of this?
Never heard of it, man.
Well, man, your domain was pointed to the content there. Isn't that horrible? And then guess what? When I called you out, it didn't do it anymore.
So you're okay. I'm just making a record, all right?
Isn't that weird?
Making a record.
Isn't that
hold
weird?
On. Hey, Rob, hold on. You are saying I'm not saying that you are lying. I'm making it clear. Okay. So you're saying XV.
You said you're not saying that I'm lying. You keep calling me a liar.
Start muting me.
You keep calling me a liar, Sam.
Why are you muting me, you idiot?
All right, then I'll make it easier for you. I think he's revealed himself pretty well. I mean, he didn't know that I knew about ComeOnAmateurs.com. I thought I'd just throw that out at him. He saw him, he got frazzled. He went, what? Oh, we don't own that. And he doesn't. That's one that he might have sold, actually, but I can't prove that. Hold on a sec. Hold on. Okay, see, I got to take my kid to school pretty soon. Didn't want to get him on here. But, you know, thanks for coming in, Sam, to help me out to make my point. But the guy comes in and says, I'm a liar, and then comes in and says, I didn't say you're a liar. It is gaslighting with a capital G. You decide who's the liar. Everything in darkness will soon be revealed, I guess. I don't know. But I don't think I have anything more to say on it. And like I said, I got to get ready. I'm going to take my kid to school. I hope everyone has a good week. Eventually check out robreed.law. I'm hoping, like, it's real. WordPress is something I really like. WordPress, and then these templates, they show really cool setups, but they're not set up like that. You got to figure out all the nuances of it and what add-ons you need to bring. And strange how you kick people, Robbie, Uncle Sam said. Let's put that on there. You were just calling me idiot. You weren't making any content. You talk about not having content. You weren't answering to what I presented. You could watch it and answer it. You could have a response video, but you're probably going to end up lying. So some people aren't going to realize I made this for those people so they would know. And look, everyone, this is the great thing that I'm going to end this off with. Everyone can be forgiven, Sam. I forgive you for lying about me, calling me a liar. I forgive you. That doesn't bother me much, because the truth will set you free, as it says, and I've just shown truth. I have the ability, you know, the rock and hard place you put somebody like me in. I had people like New Genesis upset with me when I showed the proof. I have shown the proof that your domains pointed to pornographic content, such that people who are Christian got mad at me for showing it. Why do they get mad at me? Because the content was pornographic. I'm not going to do it here. And that's the rock and the hard place you put me in, is that you want me to prove it, right? And you say, how's it? It's mine. It's not yours, but it doesn't matter. That's the point. When you say, again, and you may not have heard this, and I'm gonna say this to people and then close off where I wanted to close, I hope, is that every domain forward somewhere, a domain by itself never has content. It's just alphabets, like you say, but it's alphabets that usually have meaning, especially you want it to be. I registered asklawyers.com. Why? Because I wanted to appeal to people that wanted to ask lawyers questions, right? I mean, it's not rocket science. In the same way that if you register pornogirls.net, which you own, admittedly, people are going to look for porno girls, whatever that is. Or when you registered, your company registered ComeOnAmateurs.com, you had a certain person in mind who was going to type that in their domain, in their URL entrance on their browser, right? So it's very, very simple. But back to forgiveness. Forgiveness is open to everyone, thanks to God. Jesus is the way, the truth, and the life, and he died and he rose again so that we could have eternal life through him and we could be absolved of our wickedness. We're all wicked. So, Sam, I'm not pointing fingers at you to say you're wicked and I'm not wicked. I need Jesus just as much as you do. But when you got exposed and you continue to be exposed, don't dig the hole deeper with your lie, because lying, as you say, what scripture talks about lying, liars are included in that group of people that will not inherit the kingdom of God, right? And so when you talk about yourself being the true son of God or whatever it is that you are, and you're the true Christian, try and act like one. No one's going to be Christ. There was only one Christ, only one Jesus. But at least try and rise to the level of him if you can. And so what I'm doing is probably not the same thing Jesus would do, because Jesus didn't feel the need to defend himself. He didn't have, because he was here to do a job, and he did the job well. And it's open to you, and it's open to everyone else. And I don't know whether or not you're a Christian, Sam, but we can derive assumptions based on your actions. And what are you saying in what you're saying in the chat? Nice try, fatty. You called me a fatty and idiot. You're the guy that knows about logical fallacies and ad homs. Registering domains doesn't mean having porn websites. And that's what I said. Registering a domain doesn't do anything. There's no content. You, as owner of the domain, have to actively point it somewhere. And I showed you how I did it in a matter of seconds. And I showed you a company that I could hire, like Sam hired. I'm not sure if he hired that company, but you can hire a company that will do all the dirty work, if you will, pun intended, for you. And you can reap the wealth and share it with whoever you want, like messianic pastors who ask for it, or and maybe they need donations for their quail farms, and you can help them with that by $100 here, $100 there on the earnings made from thebestbutt.com, which is another one that you own. So on that note, Jesus is Lord, and I'm not a liar when it comes to this. God bless you. I hope that you have a great week. I'm glad that you joined me. And Sam, I think you could be a really nice guy. And some people find you adorable. And you're smart because you have all these domains. You were enterprising. You are you like to talk about God sometimes. You're really good at trolling. You're a good dad, as far as I can say, a great dad. You can you ride one of those scooter things. What do you call those? You ride those really well. I don't think I could do that. Especially the most impressive thing about that, Sam, is like you do it on rough terrain. I don't know. I'd like break my teeth. What else can I say that's good about you, Sam? I don't know. I think I was about to say something that really wasn't a compliment. So I'm just going to try to say nice things. So Janet says, yes, Rob, Sam has gifts that could be powerful in this dark world. Yeah, when Sam's nice, I think he's a nice dude. I had a nice conversation with him a couple times. But don't lie and call me a liar, Sam. So God bless you. I'm going to end it right here. And back to the advertisement for Ask Lawyers. Find an attorney the easy way. You can just enter your legal question here, wherever you're located, and it forwards to attorneys that are in my database. And vengeance is mine, says the Lord. We fear not when we fear the Lord. Yeah. And fear doesn't mean like, ooh, just like imagining. The same way that we would fear like a great big storm that's coming is like, wow, the magnitude of what that can do. And then when you think about the fact that God wants to have a relationship with us puny little people who fail him all the time, it's insanity, really. That's insane. So yeah, I understand like a non-believer, it says we're insane because it doesn't make sense that a perfect God who created the universe, where the biggest star that we're able to identify right now with our evolved skin cells called eyes, right? Biologists, is what was it? It was like 93 million, maybe 93. No, I think it's like 93 million times the size of our own sun. And this being created it, and we're in the image of that being. It's hard for our little fleshy little things inside here to fathom all of that. And when you think about, that all this is just water and flesh and junk inside these craniums here, and we're able to process stuff. I thought about this yesterday with my wife because we were singing old 70s shows theme songs yesterday, and I was amazed. The Love Boat and Three's Company and all these, we remembered the words, and they're coming back from like 40 years ago. That we have this fleshy thing here in our heads that an atheist looks at and says, wow, look how incredible, just random mutation ended up creating this amazing thing. It's very difficult for me now that I'm a being that can think and process to say that it makes any real sense, unless it was because, as a lot of you know, I'm a believer in evolution, in macroevolution, but I believe that's the process in which we've labeled how God did it, and that there was intention to it, and that God knew in a snap of a finger outside of time that in time it would look like something that was staggered, but it was every species was created like instantaneously in us billions of years, millions of years. So it's interesting. Yeah, that's true, Dale. And Daniel says the fear of the Lord is to hate. And Dale had something nice to say too about Sam, and I'm glad that we could say nice stuff. Sam was nice to the kittens. He was. He's taken in kittens. Thank you for reminding me of that. I mean, there's some good in you, Sam. Just stop lying. God bless you. I will talk to you all soon. And if you have any questions about domains in the process, I intend to have a company that will register domains for you and even host for you cheaply, like maybe $60 a year. Look for that coming soon. It's another one of my many, many, many projects. Irons in many different fires. Peace.